Hey everyone, welcome back. Got a brand new TV show review today. Today we are talking about the new upcoming Batman Cape Crusader. This is the latest Batman animated series. It's going to be on Prime, and I got a chance to watch all 10 episodes, and I am quite blown away. It has been a while since we really had a Batman show actually this good. But then again, you got to look at the producers of this show. You have Bruce Timm, who, of course, the entire Timmverse. J.J. Abrams, Ed Brubaker, in case you're not familiar, comic writer. He helped create Winter Soldier. He's actually written Batman a couple times too. So, of course, someone who knows the character. Matt Reeves of the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, and of course, the head over at DC Animation right now, James Tucker, executive producer, really. And the stories, again, they're not... One of the things a lot of us really liked about Bruce Timm's The Animated series was the show wasn't dumbed down at all for little kids, and it's the same way with this one. Plus, you have people who are they know the character. Brubaker has written a bunch of the episodes. Bruce Timm written a bunch of the episodes. Comic writer in general, Greg Rucka, who has written Batman several times before, wrote some of these episodes. These are people who know the character inside and out. Now, unlike, again, keep comparing it to the animated season, where it was set up, the time was kind of set up from what Tim Burton gave us, where you couldn't really tell if it was past or present. Kind of had the mixture of both. This is clearly set up in the 1940s. So technology is not, it's very basic for its, I think the really only major technology had to be the grappling gun that Batman had. Other than that, everything is just very centered around the 40s. Now, with this show, you're going to see a lot of familiar characters, but things have been changed about them. Different races, different genres, but it works really well. This is just strong, writing. The main cast, I would say, consists of Hamish Linklater, who is playing Batman, and he does a great job distinguishing Batman from Bruce Wayne. Even when he's not trying to do the Playboy thing and just out of the Batman costume, he still talks. Batman is the core personality, like a lot of people have established in the comics, so that's great. You have Jason Watkins playing Alfred. Definitely you see the beginnings of a relationship here. In the beginning, Batman kind of talks down to Alfred a lot, demanding a lot, but Alfred wants the best for Bruce because he sees him almost as a son himself. Crystal Joy Brown plays Barbara Gordon, and in this series she is a defense attorney, so not a librarian like we're kind of used to, but it again works for the show. Eric Morgan Stewart, who is a veteran voice actor, does Commissioner Gordon. Great job at that. And then I would say it's rounded out by Dietrich Bader. And if you've heard the name, he was in the Jim Carrey show. He voiced Batman in Batman Brave and the Bold. This time around, he is voicing Harvey Dent and does a really great job. The entire thing does have an entire noir feel to it, that old detective feeling, and it's a dark looking, not that you can't see, but just dark tones, the entire thing you expect from hardcore hard-boiled detective type series. The animation, it does look almost like a combination between like Max Fletcher, Dick Sprang, and Bruce Timm. Kind of meshed together, and it is a wonderful thing. It really is. And Now, for those who are worried, there is plenty of violence and action, and this is not the cartoon red laser, blue laser nonsense. People die, they get shot, they get stabbed, whatever they are, they they die normally. It's not this silly thing. They're not holding back, but at the same time, it's not that amount of gore that you see something like Invincible. Not that I'm knocking Invincible, but it's just a different tone, and it works for this show. And the great thing about it is, if you look back at some of the history of Batman the Animated Series, there was always this one episode that Bruce Timm always wanted to do, but kept getting shot down by the network heads. And he was able to do a twist on it on this one. I don't want to give it away. Look it up yourself. It's something to Google, but it's really a nice twist on it. And I'm glad he finally got a chance to do what he really wanted to. Now, there are a ton of Easter eggs in this thing. So kind of blink if you miss it. Some are just names and stuff. But this is definitely set in its own universe. Don't expect this to be like any other Batman thing. It's definitely, it is Batman year one. He just started dressing up in a bat. The police are after him. Like I said, it's the 1940s. Technology is not there what it should be, but still. But there are some adult themes to it. Again, not as raunchy as Invincible, Harley Quinn, those type of shows, but it's not a watered down show. And that's what's one of the greatest things about it. It really is fun to watch. Highly recommend it. It's almost the heir apparent to Batman the Animated Series. It's just so nice to see. And the costume that Batman is wearing is a variation on that first costume we saw him in Detective 27. It's been, the ears and kind of going out in different directions, the gloves that just kind of go down here without the spikes on the side. But again, it works for this world. Is there an opportunity to add, expand this into like how Timmiverse? I don't think it's necessary. I think it's good as is. It does lead up to several, there are some things that are going to lead up hopefully to a season 2, which would be great. Again, don't expect the same villains that you've seen in a ton of the other Batman shows. Spoiler warning, there is no Joker. We do not have the Joker in this season, and that's okay. We've seen 50 million things with the Joker. Batman is one of these characters who has a ton, his villains are legendary. They're almost as big as Batman themselves, and there are plenty to pick from, and that's what they do. There is an underlying storyline that runs through all 10 episodes. One of it is, Batman trying to do his first year, and then you got Commissioner Gordon doesn't trust Batman, wants to make sure he's captured. And you have this entire subplot with Harvey Dent trying to go from Gotham City's DA to try and be the mayor. So you got a little subplots that run through all 10 episodes there. So they're all kind of interconnected. And it's a really wonderful thing. I highly recommend this. You really got to see it. It was originally supposed to be Max, and for some reason they said no, but at least Amazon picked it up. And it is so worth it. It's just, you have strong people working on this, people who know Batman, who are the executive producers and the writers. And that's where the strength is, the majority of strength, followed by the voice actors. And it's just something you got to see for yourself. Batman Caped Crusader premieres on Prime on August 1st. Go check it out. Enjoy it. Don't try and overthink it. Just enjoy it for what it is. And you're going to have a lot of fun watching it. As always, please remember to like and subscribe, so this way you know when our next review is live. Down bottom, you'll see a link to where we are all over the web, all our social links. So check us out there, follow us. You know, we have new daily news and things like that. So this way you're always in the loop with comic pop culture and things like that. Again, thank you all for watching, and tune in next time. Catch you later now. Bye now.